afternoon. Good afternoon. Peace and blessings. It's your boy Jay Taylor, and I'm back with another video. Peace and blessings with some hot topics. Hope everybody enjoying their Tuesday. Oh yeah, later on, I'm probably gonna be going live to stream President Trump's State of the Union address speech later this evening, Tuesday. I think it's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, but don't quote me on that. It might be 7 or 8ish Central Standard Time. But I'm gonna set it up to go live to stream that so we can hit the State of the Union address. So man, if you're available, come tap in with me. But I just wanted to come in and talk about some hot topics that's been going on. And as the title says, the Mexican cartels. Gavin Newsome said what? And Ti versus 50 Cent. Let's start with the Mexican cartels. So in Mexico, um, there was the unaliving of a Mexican cartel leader by the name of El Mencho or something like that. And ever since there was probably the other day where, it was a raid with the assistance of the Mexican military and the United States intelligence to locate this guy. And it seemed that I hear it was a brutal shootout, which he was unalive. Now, he was a big time cartel leader, and ever since then, Mexico has been going up. They've been, the cartel members have been out there, burning down Mexico. They out there looking like the military. They got military assault rifles. People are being, targeted, and it's a lot of American citizens over there. And the United States government sent a warning to all of the American citizens that are in Mexico to, stay indoors, stay safe out there until further notice. So I would advise everybody, you know, don't go to Mexico right about now. It's not safe. Um, you know, I'm definitely gonna be saying my prayers for the country of Mexico and all the citizens there and the people that are there visiting. Our prayers go out to them, but the Mexican cartels are out there and they going crazy. They targeting um, civilians in the military. They having shootouts with the military in Mexico. Now Trump came out here a while ago and offered Claudia Sheinbaum, I think that's how you pronounce her name. That's the president of Mexico. It's a lady. Assistance, military assistance to kind of get the cartels under control. And Claudia Sheinbaum, the president, El Presidente, like, no, I'm cool. No, I'm cool. It's not really a big problem. But the issue is the cartels pretty much run the government over there. The president is just a paper champion, so to speak. Like, she's not really running anything. The cartels are. So the military went in and took this guy out. So the cartel members are taken to the streets, and it's looking bad out there, right? People are staying in hotels. I seen a interview with a lady. She was saying that she's there visiting with 6 other people there at a resort. They running out of food because they can't go nowhere because it's that dangerous. And the supermarket next to them run out of food. They've been there for the last few days. So yeah, man, just kind of lay low for Mexico until further notice. And once again, our prayers and our thoughts go out to Mexico and all the citizens there and the people that are tourists that are visiting. That has to be scary as hell. But yeah, man, we're gonna go on over to the next topic. Gavin Newsome Governor of California said, "What? Man, this dude was at some type of an event where he was talking to a room full of black people, and he said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I got a 940 uh, SAT score. My credit bad. I can't even read. I barely know how to read a speech. I can't even read a speech. I'm just like y'all. I ain't no better than y'all." So, and it's like the people sitting up there laughing and clapping, and it's like he's just insulting y'all to y'all face. So what you trying to say? You just like us, like how you know, I would have been highly offended by that. I'd have been like, what you mean? How you know what my SAT score was? You know what I'm saying? Or are you trying to say you just like me because you could barely read a speech? And it's just crazy to see how, he's a Democrat, how that like the Democrats don't hold that guy responsible for his statements. Like if Trump or somebody, a conservative or Republican, would have made those remarks, oh my God, it'd have been all over the mainstream media. Oh, he a racist and all. I mean, but since he a Democrat, I guess we just gonna brush that under the rug, huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even, and a lot of people have been giving Gavin Newsome that smoke because, for one, you are probably gonna be the presidential nominee for the Democratic Party in 2028. And you on here talking about how much you can't read and how basically you saying I relate to black people because I'm stupid like y'all, and you want to run for the president, and you sitting up here willingly. Now forget you. Let's just take the whole racist stuff away out of it. You basically sat up here and said you stupid, but you want to be the president of the United States. It's like you just admitted to having the low IQ. You can't read a speech. If you can't read a speech and you got a low IQ, I guess that would explain the reason why the state of California is in the mess that it's in, because they have a incompetent government by his own recognizance that sat up here and admitted that he's stupid to your face. And this is how he trying to bond with black people. This how, ain't y'all tired of the Democratic Party constantly pandering to the black community? It's not necessary. You want to talk to black people like you talk to any other people. Just, these are my policies. If you vote for me, this is what I'm offering. This is like the same thing, man. They do this all the time. Kamala Harris was running around here talking about she, you know, wash her collard greens in the bathtub. Black people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got Hillary Clinton out here running around talking about she got hot sauce in her. She keep a bottle of hot sauce in her purse. No, you don't. Like, why you go around black people and then you pander? That's one thing I can say. Now, I ain't saying the Republicans are, you know, innocent in some of this stuff, but they don't be this blatant. Like, and when the Republicans say something crazy, they get checked by the black community. They didn't get checked by mainstream media. Gavin Newsome and Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, when they pander, and it's constant pander, they get a pass. You know what I'm saying? Gavin Newsom just got up here in y'all face and said, y'all stupid. And that's how I relate to you, because I'm stupid. So I ain't no better than you. Even though you talk about you can't read, but you on stage promoting your book that you wrote. So what are you saying? You up here promoting a book, but you saying you can't read a speech. Amazing. Amazing how they let the Democratic Party get away with stuff like this, man. But Gavin Newsom did his little clap back. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, took the social media to say that, man, y'all ain't give a F about when Trump posted that meme with Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as gorillas. Don't tell me how I should be able to feel because I'm dyslexic. Now you dyslexic. You writing books and you dyslexic. And then you bring up the whole situation with Michelle and Barack Obama with the whole gorilla, all this. We already know that the staffer of Trump accidentally put that uploaded. It wasn't even Donald Trump. Then they took it down when he found out about it. So that doesn't apply. You came out your mouth and basically said, I'm stupid. This is how I relate to you stupid people. Lord have mercy. But I'm not offended by Gavin Newsom pandering. At this point, it's to be expected by the Democrats because that's what they do to try to get the black vote. He out here campaigning early. But Nicki Minaj, she lit him up. She lit him up. Like you talking to him. She said basically, you get up here and the way that he was talking, it's like you talking to black people like they children. You know what I'm saying? Like, bump all the other stuff. Why are you talking to grown people like they children? Because that's how they think about you. They so comfortable. Gavin Newsom so comfortable with saying this type of stuff that he didn't even realize it. That's how comfortable they got with this mess, man. But hey, the memes have been hilarious with this situation. So now let's get to the situation with T.I. versus 50 Cent. Oh, man. Now, how this whole situation started, I'm learning that T.I. challenged 50 Cent to a versus battle. Like, I could beat you in the versus battle. Started off pretty innocent, it seemed like they was behind the scenes talking about it. And I think that they were saying that 50 Cent was kind of cool with it. 50 in a different lane now. He really ain't a rapper no more per se. So he ain't really been in that type of bag. T.I., he just getting back into it. He about to drop an album. I'm a big fan of T.I. and 50 Cent music. You know what I'm saying? I rock with both artists. So I'm like, man, that'll be a nice versus battle to see. They both got hit records. They got multiple records that they could go back and forth. Hold on, that's why he's trying to call me. All these weird numbers be trying to call, man. I don't understand. Y'all be getting them weird numbers lately, just pop up, be calling all the time. But yeah, so they got the whole talk around the versus battle, which would have been cool. And then I think T.I. went on a interview. I guess 50 Cent didn't respond fast enough to take him up on his challenge, and T.I. said basically threw a little shots at the interview, and like, yeah, you don't want to see me, rapper talk, like, you don't want to see me in the versus battle. He I win that, so he probably most likely. So 50 being 50, when he heard the interview, instead of just coming back like, man, I ain't scared to get in the ring with you, what'd he do? Post a picture of T.I.'s wife, Tiny, on stage, not looking the best. Like, took an unfavorable picture of Tiny and posted it. 50 Cent, man, it's just a troll. He just love to troll people. It's just silly as hell. He's a silly dude. But you cannot play with a man's wife like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why, man, I always say women and children should be left out of y'all mess. Like, if you beefing with another dude, don't involve women, don't involve children. Keep it with that dude. It's a lot of stuff you could have just shot back at T.I. with, just on T.I. Knowing his history, he been in the game, almost 20 years. It's something you could have talked about. other than bringing up his wife. So when he brought up his wife, T.I. son King, King came out and started going at 50 Cent online. Say, hey, you talking about my mama, keep in mind that's his mama. You know, you like, man, you can't, man, you talk about my mama, your mama deceased. Go get a picture of your mom, your dead mama and all, so now it's spiraling out of control online with the disrespect. How this elevated so fast, it's just like, this is how it happens on social media, man. People need to learn how to not be disrespectful to each other. And these are two multi-million-dollar black men on the internet. Now you got the kids involved, King going back and forth with 50 Cent. 50 Cent took a clip from the movie ATL and made a meme out of it like he was Big Boy rolling up on King, and it was funny. And he like, man, basically stay out of grown folks' business. He got T.I. driving in the movie. That's really him. It was funny. Then T.I. came out with like 2 or 3 diss records on 50 going crazy. I'm like, man, this sound like T.I. back in 2003, 2004 T.I. This that the hat cocked on his head to the side, halfway on his head tip. That tip sliding on these tracks. He got one called War and one called you got the right one this time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like scathing diss records like T.I. You mess with Tiny, T.I. coming for your head. Then his son involved, so T.I. rapping like his family name on the line. Man, that man spitting. You feel me? I'm talking about flow immaculate. I'm like, this slide. So, it's just the disrespect between King and 50 Cent continuing. And it's unfortunate to see that all the personal stuff. But I'm a fan of the art. I'm a fan of the culture. I don't think 50 Cent is gonna respond with any music. He's not in that bag right now. So I just see him continuing to troll, continuing to poke fun. But it's just gonna be interesting to see where this beef go, because in one of the records that he got T.I., he's sitting back, with his whole family. He got his mom, they having dinner, he got his mom, his son, he got his wife, and they just really just hold on, somebody else give me a call, right? I'm gonna wait for this call to stop by, hit him right back. Yeah, so I mean the music. I appreciate the music though. The music is dope. I mean, he's sliding on these records. I wish 50 Cent would respond and y'all just keep it on wax. Leave the kids, leave the mamas, leave the wives out of it. Because T.I. was basically, poking fun too. Like, hey, your mama ain't showed you no love. That's why you trying to talk about somebody else's mama. It's just real, it got that potential to go to a street level the way they talking. And I it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I got to get back to work and catch this call. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. We love y'all. Just wanted to hit y'all with a few hot topics. Once again, praying for Mexico. Gavin Newsome, man, knock it off. 50 Cent and T.I., man, keep it on wax. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. We love y'all. Until next time, we should see you soon. Peace and blessings.